to say sir, to say Mrs. is a way for the student to show respect for the authority of the teacher, the authority of the teaching assistant, the authority of the director of the school.
Quebec Education Minister Bernard Drainville's cell phone ban unveiled Thursday is just part of 4 components for new school rules, all to tackle what he described as violence in schools and to promote respect. Drainville said this builds on a plan the province launched in October 2023 to address bullying and violence in schools. By January 2026, schools need to update their codes of conduct to include explicit expectations around respectful behavior, including students addressing staff with formal terms like sir or madam instead of by their first names, and using French word vous instead of tu.
Maybe in some schools, using sir and madame will be too archaic, too authoritative. It's not by calling somebody sir that you're necessarily going to respect them. It's the other actions that we're going to take and what we're going to include in those codes of conduct that are going to make the changes in the schools.
It will be up to the school to decide precisely how this will translate into these sanctions, for example.
Respect for Quebec values, such as gender equality, must also be codified. Starting in the new school year, each school will be required to ensure that parents are informed of the code of conduct.
I support it. I'm all for discipline for kids in schools. Even me when I was in school, we used to respect teachers a lot more than I see these days. So I'm all for this direction of, disciplining the kids and making sure they respect their teachers and give them the credit they deserve.
À l'école où j'enseigne,
At the school where I teach, the use of formal you is already the norm, and it works pretty well. But I can understand that in some settings, some teachers may prefer the use of informal you. I believe that rather than being a measure imposed by the ministry, it should be left to the discretion of professionals and teachers, because building a connection actually requires a certain level of spontaneity.
We need to continue to make those efforts to be conscious and for all of us to look in the mirror and say, what is my part in making the society safer and with less intimidation, and that we're all more civil.
In Montreal, Johanie Bouffard, City News.